Hello, this is William from the IBM Global Automotive, Aerospace and Defense industry, and today we will talk about data fusion and artificial intelligence. This is a science fiction AI family photo. AI from books and film have been around a long time in different forms. But in real life, the AI we see is more likely to be an app on your phone than a robot, even if your phone is called an Android. So this can help doctors to diagnose illnesses, read medical imaging, and find appropriate clinical trials for patients. More and more, AI is involved in the decisions we make each day. And I really appreciate the IBM Research Definition of AI, which can be summarized as anything that makes machines act more intelligently. IBM has been in the AI landscape for a long time. You may remember Deep Blue in 1997 when it actually defeated Garry Kasparov, the world chess champion that time. Back then, people said, "Oh, it's okay. Chess is a logical game. It can be easily done by and emulated by a machine." But things really changed in 2011 when Watson won Jeopardy. It was a very big challenge and milestone into the AI landscape. Now, I would like to draw attention on today we refer as AI as something called augmented intelligence. And why is that? We use AI, like artificial intelligence solution, in order to augment our human intelligence, in order to solve complex problems. That's how we can generate the augmented intelligence. The world is being disrupted by the sheer amount of data that is available and the potential to harness it beyond traditional analytics. This data that needs to be harnessed, this data is our ticket to change. So the greatest value comes from putting these capabilities together in the context of an industrial profession, in this case aerospace. And these three forces are powerful, and at the heart of them are business innovation. Now, let's give credits what humans are capable at and good at. We have compassion, intuition, design, value judgment, and maybe some of us common sense. What the machines are good at? Machines are good at deep learning, discovery, large scale math, and fact checking. Now, historically, all these two worlds have been opposing. But now we are looking at the human and machine interaction, not human versus machine. We need these two worlds to cooperate. Watson is ushering in a new era of computing. It is fundamentally different from the conventional programmable computing systems that we are used to. Watson mirrors the same cognitive process that we use every day to understand the world around us, and it's revolutionizing the way we make decisions, become experts, and share expertise at scale. As computational workloads evolve, we see the shifts in the complexity of the tasks to be performed, as well as the complexity of data that is involved. So we experience the automation of the world until the understanding of the world, and that's really enabled by the H factor, which stands for the human factor. And this is exactly where cognitive systems enter in the game. We are used to talk about machine intelligence as artificial intelligence. We may refer to Star Trek and Mr. Data as an individual smart machine, but we need to look at the man-machine incorporation that we have seen before. So we talk about augmented intelligence. So we want machines to increase our human intelligence by use and not to diminish it. Now, a great example of the augmented intelligence comes with the project CIMON in space. So it's a mobile and autonomous assistance system designed to aid astronauts with their everyday tasks on the International Space Station. CIMON is powered by Watson Artificial Intelligence, enhancing human expertise. AI-based technology is really about constantly understanding, reasoning, and learning. So CIMON is designed to assist and to create a feeling of talking to a crewmate. 50 years ago, IBM created mainframe that helped send men to the moon. And the Apollo missions, it was landing the first astronauts on the moon in July of 1969, ranks as one of the great engineering achievements in human history. And things really changed into a new space tech landscape. It's a really journey that we are taking, and we can use also big data in order to save the planet. And there are several initiatives for that. Now, speaking about numbers, the global space economy is experiencing a spring of over $400 billion, having over $25 billion investment in space registered last year. And now, how existing technology can help us discover new patterns and provide us with new eyes. So I was very interested in the project of Light Sail, which has been developed by the Planetary Society to demonstrate controlled solar sailing within low Earth orbit using a CubeSat. But how to behave when you don't know what you don't know? Now, the fascinating part of the experiment was that I was able to install the anomaly detection node with SPSS modeler in Watson Studio in order to detect anomalies. And surprisingly, the system came up with some interesting results. Thanks to the Auto AI experiment, I was able to find correlations and address anomalies in voltage and power, more specifically. And in my opinion, this is still a little example of what can be achieved by unleashing the power of AI with big data coming from space activities. Now imagine something we are looking at as edge computing in space, a platform as a service for low Earth orbit that is able to cater to the needs of objects on orbit, performing computations for collision avoidance. Or even space launch, satellite manufacturing, and space cargo supply chain, which can optimize logistics, task, and scheduling, powered by IBM blockchain. Or even the Space Tech Ground Station service we're looking at for scheduling optimization. This is part of the IBM Space Tech vision, IBM's cloud and cognitive strategy, and it's really based on the openness of technologies. Here are some ways we can work together either with IBM Cloud, the Academic Initiative, the Cognitive Class, and even the Startup Program with IBM. Thank you so much for having me today. I'm very happy to listen to your question. Thank you.